It's us.
Hello.
We're back. Don't panic. It's not a lockdown.
No. We want to show you some product that how to make a better coffee at home. And we love this machine, don't we? That we're going to talk to you about today. So this is the Marco Ottomatic Coffee Brewer.
Automatic.
It's not automatic.
Hydromatic.
Oh wow. It's Grease lightning. So this is Ottomatic, and this is a really nice mix between, you might have seen one of these before. This is a Chemex filter brewer. So this is a really nice way of brewing a filter coffee at home that not only brews really well but also looks the part, doesn't it? I mean, it's a beautiful
It's very nice. Centerpiece.
Vessel.
Nice vessel.
Not a vase,
Vase.
as it could be confused with. This takes you to a whole new level.
It's a new level.
It's amazing.
I'm way more sold on it with this than just a Chemex that you make from like your kettle.
Why is that?
Because it stays hot, so you don't have to drink it all at once.
That was always an issue for us.
I think it just is hotter.
Interesting.
Because when you're brewing with a kettle, your first pour is hot, like 96 or whatever. Then your next pour, and your next pour's 3 minutes later. And meanwhile, the kettle's getting cold.
Yeah, it cools
this is hot all the way through, and the end result is hotter coffee.
The first thing that strikes me is it's really well made. It's a bit weighty.
Yeah.
And it just feels well made. It's not tacky.
It doesn't take up tons of room.
And this is how you use the Marco Ottomatic at home. We'll do a quick brew with you. Okay, so this holds the water down here. You can probably see down here, we've got different levels of what they call cups. So 3, 5, 6. Basically, we found, unless you're going to do a half, around 6 cup is just a nice full Chemex, and the Chemex comes with the machine as well, which is also really nice. So you just pop off the lid.
Pop off the lid.
And what we tend to do while we're at home, because we like to have a couple of cups or have guests over, is brew a full Chemex. So I've got this full of cold water. So actually just one full Chemex goes up to about the 6 cup mark, which is never really 6 cups, is it? But that's what they call it. And we found that the really good ratio for that is about 50 grams.
Yep, 50 grams of cafetiere style coffee ground.
Yeah, so if you were to want to brew a half batch, I'd go to 3 and use 25 grams. Clever.
Comes with a little peg thing.
The peg thing is a new feature with the Chemex.
Which you just tuck over the side there, and all it does is create an air gap between the filter paper and the glass, so that as it's brewing you don't get like suction happening, so it just pours through more consistently.
Yes, and Chemex always used to do that, and this is a game changer as well. So that's very simple. Then we'll put the lid back on, and we want to get the coffee. So we've just ground on our home grinder 50 grams of Myanmar coffee, which is our current favourite, and that goes straight into there with the filter paper. And then all we do is we just switch it on. Now down here you'll notice there is 2 sides to the switch, a 1 and a 2. So we want to go with the 1, which is the hot brew. If you're in the summer,
which we're not,
which we're really not at the moment, depends when you watch this, you can brew it on the 2nd setting, and that means it will come through and it brews it cold. And then if you add ice into there, it would make it really cold. So you'd actually be able to brew a nice coffee.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
We haven't done enough experimenting
with that yet.
But that's another really great feature of it. It also means the hot plate doesn't turn on, so it doesn't heat it up, because that would be weird, wouldn't it, if it starts heating up your cold coffee. But what we do like, don't we, is the fact that you mentioned it. Once it brews, we find that it does go cold relatively quick. I mean, you can pour a cup, but if you go back for your 2nd cup, it can go quite cold in the Chemex, whereas with the hot plate, it stays really nice and warm for half an hour, which is great.
And it does so it does do like the bloom for you as well. So it puts some hot water in and lets it bloom, and then it brews the rest.
Yeah.
So it does the whole thing of you standing there. So instead of standing there, you can just set it going,
Relax.
go off, Oh, relax would be nice. Go off and make the packed lunches or whatever
Relax with
other
4
task
kids.
is happening.
Go and make your bacon. You can spot it. It does pulse the water constantly. It's as if you are stood there, like you say,
Does it show?
pouring a bit at a time. It doesn't just pour it all out. And I really like that because they've thought it through. They thought through, if you're brewing manually a specialty coffee at home, what do I do? And you just kind of do a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And it's very, very clever. It thinks about it. I just think it's
great. It's a
really
game
impressed
changer.
me. I think it's a really good price point as a home coffee machine. And for us, we love drinking filter coffee at home. It's really hard without spending a lot of money to do a good espresso at home. So we really love this. Someone says to me, what would be your go-to for brewing coffee at home? It would definitely be this Chemex kind of method, filter, and if you can get the machine, it makes life a lot easier.
Yeah, and it's a really good way to taste the single origin coffees. So espresso, you tend to want something a bit more full-bodied, bit heavier, whereas this, if you've got something nice like from Myanmar, say, then you can taste all the flavours in it and drink it black and enjoy it and not chuck in sugar and milk. And yeah, it's my favourite.
It's beautiful, isn't it?